What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be installing this Apeman C770 dash cam on my Focus ST, but it should be the same process for most cars, just aside from running the wires and everything. And I'm not going to do like a super detailed installation because it's going to be different for like every car that you do, and it's kind of simple. You just stick it in there, like run the wires and plug it in wherever you're going to be running the wire. But this one comes with a front and rear dash cam and everything you need. So this is the front one. It has the screen on it and everything, which I will show you in a little bit. And then in here, this is the rear dash cam, which I'll just run all the way to the back and have in the back window. So you have a view from both the front and back, just in case anything happens. So I'm kind of just going to do a little light installation and kind of show you what I did to install it. And then the majority of the video will be more of a review and test footage showing you what all it does. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the installation and kind of figure out how I want to do this. And then I will show you kind of what I figure out. So here it is, completely installed. I've had it for a few months now and been able to test it out, so I can kind of show you all the features and everything. But the way I ran it was I put on the little sticky thing and then you stick it on there, and then this just like slides in and out, so you can't take it off. And you can see I have the wire plugged in, and then it goes into the headliner, and I have it running all the way down through here, and then it goes underneath this rubber seal where this wire goes, and then it comes out here, and then I have it ran to the back, and I just have it plugged in there because it also has a USB port right there. So like you could plug in a phone to charge it there. So I just put it there because that's kind of nice to have in the back seat. So that's how I did mine. It was pretty easy to do. And you can see I have it at the 1440p at 30 frames per second, just because I would rather have the higher resolution to see license plates than the frame rate. And you can see there's the microphone. You can turn the microphone on or off. I just leave it on just because you never know like when you might need sound or anything like that. But I haven't really needed it for like a wreck or anything yet, but it is cool to see like other like cool cars, or if like you see something that you just want to like go back and look at. I've actually used it several times. And if I stop recording, you can go here into the settings, and you can see there are several pages of settings. I kind of go through all of them. So the resolution, you just tap each thing. I'm not going to change it, so I don't have to change the resolution. This is the loop recording. That's like when it starts a new video. So you can do no loop, to where it just records one solid video. Then there's 1 minute, where every 1 minute it will restart a video. So all of your videos and like the saved videos will be 1 minute long. I keep it at 5 minutes just so they're 5 minutes long. You don't have as many like cuts in between. Mirror image just flips what you see. That's like the time, and satellite, the speed, that's just kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Obviously I have miles per hour. Then there's the exposure. I have the exposure lowered a little bit because it makes it easier to see the license plates. Then you can turn the beep sound on and off, language, settings. I don't really know what the headlight does. I didn't really notice a difference when I used it. There's motion detection. I haven't really tested that, but I do believe it does work because it's worked in a parking lot once before when I had it on, but I just keep it off because I don't really need it. Then there's the G sensor. I have not tested that. I guess that's if your car gets hit whenever it's parked, so I'm not sure if that would work. I would assume it would. There's time lapse, which is just like a fast video of just like where the dash cam is pointed at. Then there's wide dynamic range. I have that on because it makes it a little bit easier to see the like shadows and bright spots. Then there's the screensaver. That's how long the screen stays like on, I believe. Or that's auto shutdown. Auto shutdown will turn off after 1 minute if it's not recording, and if it is recording, it is the screensaver, where the screen will go black after a minute but it stays recording. The license plate, I don't know what that does. I've tested it and I couldn't figure it out, so I'm not really sure what that means. The delay shutdown, that's how long it stays recording after the car is turned off. I have it set at 30 seconds. There's frequency, not completely sure what that does. And then there's the SD storage, which just shows you how much storage you have. And then there's format, which you can clear the card, and then the version and settings. So then we go back to this, you can see it automatically starts recording. You got to press stop. And then here's playback, where you can see all of your videos. I will put some test footage in here so you can see the quality. Then there's mode, that's video or pictures. And then the view mode is if you have the rear camera installed, which I ended up not installing the rear camera just because for the view mode, let's see, I can't change it right now because there's nothing to like switch between, but I'm just gonna go to that. And if you have the rear camera, the view mode changes, like maybe the rear camera will be up in the corner, or it will be kind of like off to the side or something like that. But I ended up not installing that because I want just the full front view instead of having the other thing blocking it. And I believe this mode right here is like it'll record 2 separate videos, and that'll be like the front and rear camera. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the rear camera and show you what it looks like. So you can see here the back camera is plugged in. It just plugs in on the top of there, and then I would have to wire it all the way back there, which I still may do. It just depends if I feel like doing it and think it's worth it. But you can see up there the camera moving around, and it's up in the corner of the screen. And then if you press view mode, you can change it to where it's like that. And then I don't really know what this one does. I believe that just like hides it, and it might record like a secondary video for the rear. Then you can do that where it is just the rear. I believe the rear is not as, I'm not sure if it's as good quality as the front is, but it's not that bad. It looks a little blurry now because it has a protective cover on it, but that's pretty much that. I'm not going to use that, so I'm just gonna unplug it since I don't need it for now. It probably would be good in case someone rear-ends you or something and you could get that. So probably hook it up eventually, but you can see there's everything that comes in the box. It doesn't come with an SD card, so see, I'll show you the one that I ended up getting. It was a SanDisk 32 gigabyte card, and it does great keeping up with it, and it lets you keep quite a bit of videos on there. So that's pretty much it for this. Installation is kind of different for every car, but really just plug it in and run the wires, and that's pretty much all you have to do. So to finish the video off, I'm going to throw in some test footage so you can see what it looks like and see how you can see the license plates and just everything around it. And that's pretty much it. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.